And the second half gets underway.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter.
And there's the shot! Oh, nice. Just not quite.
Yep, certainly could have been something so much more.
Cannavaro. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Cannavaro promptly onto that, and that is that. Szoboszlai. He's found the way through. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
He's going to be disappointed with that. Thuram. Robertson makes the interception. Tottenham just about have their noses in front. It is the slenderest of leads. Nice looking ball. Decent progress down the left. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Vieira. And it's Messi. Now it's Hullet. Messi. Rijkaard. Cafu. Oh, that's a key interception. And it's been given away. He's shifting through the gears here. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. He's gone for goal! Oh, full marks for that effort.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
And that's another good win of the ball. Shot could be on. And Del Piero! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. That is good alertness. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
Keeper's got good distance on that. And he's only too happy to take that back. Scholes is always looking to break lines. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Thuram. Now then, the ball's come loose. Look at the space, shapes to shoot! And yes, it's there! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
And yes, it's him again. Tottenham are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Cannavaro spots it and intercepts. And here's the chance to counter. Del Piero. Del Piero will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Del Piero. Well timed, excellent interception. Chiesa. And he's intervened well there. Vieira. That is ended up in no man's land. Quality ball. Leading by 2 and the finishing line in sight. Saliba, not the most convincing of passes. Rijkaard pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Oh, well played. Vieira. Thuram. Ball played for Romario. No, he's not getting his way this time. Spread out to the left. Just eases him off the ball. Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai charging forward, the ball at his feet. And it's Messi. And here's Bale. Vieira does really well to win the ball there. Messi. Now it's Hullet.
This is the time you need that pace.
In with the challenge.
Added time.
There'll be a minute of stoppage time. It's played through for him. Szoboszlai. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, don't you just love it when a plan comes together? Victory never in doubt in the mind of the mastermind in all of this. A solid win, which will be welcomed all round.
I'm afraid to tell you that we're expecting
Batistita
traffic
claiming
to
the
be
man
heavy
of the
after
match
final
award,
whistle today.
and there is very little room for argument. Your reflections then, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
Many thanks to Jim. And well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And as you can see, we've already started here. And it's Scholes. And it's Batistuta. Batistuta unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. That has been cut short. Well, 2014-15 certainly provided some terrific highlights for Lionel Messi's career show. Big chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Chiesa. Now he's got space here. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
He's being urged to shoot. Gullit was alert to the possibilities, and the whistle has gone for a reckless challenge there. No second thought, a straight red card. Tottenham already a man down in these early stages. That has left the boss thinking about what harm it has done to their chances. Messi! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Szoboszlai plays it short. Tottenham have the chance to go the other way. Good running, strong and purposeful. Neymar in acres of space out wide. Szoboszlai. Oh, some tackle that. That's really well manoeuvred. Played back into the centre. Nicely weighted ball. Now there's a fine. Goes for a shot! It's fallen kindly here. Goal! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
So the first goal of the game.
Well, it's great commitment on show here. They'll be hoping now that they can stay focused and disciplined enough to hold on to this.
Cafu. That's been slipped through.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Gullit proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Tottenham looking to pass their way through. Bale. Ah, that's a fine interception. Del Piero has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. And he plays one through. And he's in on goal. Header! Really well taken goal. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Flamengo are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
That has certainly made things interesting.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Del Piero. Takes a shot! Tottenham ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Knocks it into space. And it's Bale. Shapes to shoot! Oh, taken with style! And they're back in front! He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Not even a hint of hesitation. That is such a cool finish.
Number 9, Gareth Bale. Gareth Bale. Gareth Bale.
Tottenham go into the lead.
Well, it's great commitment on show here. They'll be hoping now that they can stay focused and disciplined enough to hold on to this.
Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Whistle's gone, that's foul. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Now it's Neymar. Tottenham looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, good read. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Beckenbauer spots it and intercepts. And the through ball. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Now it's Del Piero. Tries to crash through the challenge, but no. Played out towards the right wing. Well
2
timed,
added minutes
excellent
has been
interception.
indicated.
And Batistuta! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
There's the shot! Now, who's going to be first to this?
That's just playing it safe and simple.
This possibly the last play of the half. Oh, well played. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. And we've reached half-time. So, engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. So, your views on the first half?
Well, I think we're seeing a very good example of what to do when you're a man light. Some of the covering play has been hugely impressive, and that owes a lot to focus and discipline, which have been top-notch, of course, since the sending off.
Tottenham head into the half-time break with a narrow advantage. It is 2-1. There's the start of the second half. Vieira. And it's Szoboszlai. Solid defending, refused to be outmuscled. Scholes. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And no, that was never going to make it. He won't be happy with that one. Oh, a delicate chip through. And claimed it back swiftly. And that pass just didn't quite work. Del Piero. Great vision. That's been slipped through. Szoboszlai. And he's managed to get free. Del Piero. Goes for goal! Oh, crossbar! Chiesa. Neymar. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Messi, looking for options for movement. Bale. Cafu, and the counter is on. Batistuta! He's scored! 2 up now, and they are cruising. And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
14, Gabriel Batistuta.
Tottenham take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
I wonder if the manager is tempted to go for another and really kill the game off completely. I, for one, think he should now.
Chiesa. No, not quite on the same. Oh, what? And Batistuta! Oh, that was no routine save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Scholes. And it's Batistuta. Played into space. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Neymar, out to the left it goes. He's shifting through the gears here. Chance for a shot! A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Now, can they get him away? Neymar knocks it out wide. Oh, that's sweet, almost telepathic. That's an excellent interception. Romario, and here's the chance to counter. Now it's Hullet. And he was quick to react. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. And it's Del Piero. Flamengo have a free kick. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
Now it's Del Piero. Del Piero proves just a little bit too strong. Roberto Carlos taking charge of the dead ball.
Well, he may well be lining up the knuckleball here. It is a specialty.
Oh, that's a waste.
I was expecting him to play it in until I saw his run-up.
He's got plenty of space out wide here. And that interception was most necessary. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Neymar! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Looking for the run. Bale. Out of play for a goal kick. Oh, terrible. And a chance! And it's there! And he is just ripping it up. Terrible error, duly punished.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight.
Decent chance! Outstanding save to keep that out.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
And that has been cleared. He's having a shot! And the keeper has done enough. Top stop.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
Romario. He's found some space. He has found the way through. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Chiesa. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. And he has been fouled there. Pass is just off target.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. He's a sharp little ball here. Neymar with the slide tackle there. Well, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. And he has shown him a yellow card. So a chance here, what can they make of it? It's run loose, who's going to get there? And this is Bale. And that is that. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those areas. The result, a very accurate reflection of what we saw.
And a quick reminder today to please take
reflecting on a stellar performance and now taking home a permanent reminder for his mantelpiece. Tottenham may not have finished with 11, but they have shown terrific spirit and they claim the win.
Well, that's what spirit and togetherness is all about, Peter. I thought they showed terrific desire and focus and fitness in refusing to settle for a draw. A time to hold heads high.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Well, we're on the way.
Well, Peter, there's goalkeepers, and there are great goalkeepers, and then there's Oliver Kahn. He's in a league of his own.
Well, he is a goalkeeping icon, isn't he? The man famously known as King Khan by some. Can he finish? A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
And we have our very first corner. And now they can spring out of defence. Van Balten demonstrating his defensive quality there.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Yeah, he's fouled him there. Seedorf. Not much subtlety about that challenge. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. And that is a little undercooked. Van Balten gets across to intercept that. And it's Neymar. And here's Batistuta. Oh, that's been cut out, well played. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. Played into the middle. Seedorf. And he was quick to react. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with...
Just the keeper to beat! Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. That pass isn't the best. Pele might just make this. Seedorf. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Rijkaard is always looking to break lines. And that's an excellent interception. Zanetti. Busquets. Hullet. Roberto Carlos. Pele looking to run onto it. That's very neat. Engages and forces him off the ball. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now, he's got space here. Cafu. Now, can they get him away? And this is Neymar. Cannavaro. And it's Seedorf. Hullet. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And that's really well manoeuvred. Oh, played through for the wide man. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. And he is going into that little black book. Rijkaard. Cannavaro. Busquets. Half an hour played now. Oh, that's well spotted. Robertson. Chiesa. Chiesa looking to run onto it. He's picked his way through. And the shot! That's another chance! There it is! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky, it'll come your way.
So we have the first goal.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Played out towards the right wing. Roberto Carlos makes the interception. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Now it's Shevchenko. He's a sharp little ball here. That is a great pick out. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Zanetti cuts out the pass.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Pele providing an outlet on that flank. He's found the way through. Shapes to shoot! It's not an especially good pass, that. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Busquets. Now it's Shevchenko. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
That's an imaginative pass. Khan claims comfortably. And we hit half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, I think it's a case of so far, so good. The boss has clearly done his homework, and I don't think he needs to change much during the break. Now they've got the lead, they can expect more of the same in the second half.
Tottenham, the happier of the teams, heading in for half-time, 1-0 up. And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
Shevchenko. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Knocks it into space, and he shoots! Oh, glorious batting goal! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently, and he picked out the perfect target.
And that's it. So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So that's got things underway. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Trent Alexander-Arnold has redefined the fullback role. I mean, his contributions attacking-wise can match up with some of the leading playmakers around. And I don't think I've ever seen anyone so productive in that role. Some of his cross-field passing is quite ridiculous.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. It's played through for him. A lot chance for a shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Borussia Dortmund with the corner, there first. Tottenham are looking to go forward now. And there's green grass ahead of him. He's been bundled over, that is a foul. Oh, no messing about, it is red. So seemingly that was deemed a denial of a clear goal-scoring opportunity.
Well, Peter, I don't think he even had time to blink. This is just a spontaneous reaction.
What a start, free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes.
Number 4, Alexander
Bale!
Number 25.
Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Number 95, Alessandro Bastone.
Now it's Bale. Goes for goal! That's a half-decent... Oh, give it away. The most accurate pass. Robertson wins the duel this time. Looking to play him in. He's in a good position. Big chance! There it is!
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Tries to play it through. Oh, well measured. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
No, he's just misjudged that one. Mateus puts his foot on the gas. Vinicius Junior providing an outlet on that flank. Just eases him off the ball. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. That pass isn't the best. It's a threat. Oh, shooting chance! And he hits the net! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less. I think you have to appreciate the simplicity and efficiency of it all there, Peter. The ease at which the defence got taken out of the...
Cristiano Ronaldo! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Cafu. He's a sharp little ball here. And he's in on goal. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Van Balten demonstrating his defensive quality there. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Messi. He's in plenty of space here. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And the through ball. Plenty to aim at. And he shoots! Oh, he hit that sweetly.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Vinicius Junior! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Vinicius Junior really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Well, it's Batistuta. He's shifting through the gears here. And Batistuta! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Well, that was certainly impressive, Peter. Great run, just a shame the finish let him down.
That has ended up in no man's land. Bale. No way through. Maybe it's Batistuta. Now it's Bale. Bale! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior stood his ground strongly. That is great defending, so alert. Batistuta. Over to the left. Lovely pass, but can he get there? A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that...
Great chance! Oh, that was wicked, a truly wicked effort.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
Rijkaard is always looking to break lines. Messi.
There will be 3 minutes
Now
added
it's
time.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Messi. Out to the left it goes. And he's quick to get it clear again. Batistuta. Cafu. Neatly clipped into space. Can he finish? A decent effort as the first half draws to a close. A thrilling end to the half there, one that very nearly changed the complexion of this game completely. And we are up to the break.
Who wants half-time when you have a contest this good? I can only hope it picks up where it left off.
Currently being displayed on the screen.
Tottenham are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score. Tottenham get the second half started. Chiesa is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. Nicely weighted ball. Well read, and the danger is averted. It's run loose here. Batistuta. He's had a shot! And it's come back out to him. Goal!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
Tottenham take the lead.
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down, deserve goal.
Robertson.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Oh, no joy this time. Now it's Batistuta. Vinicius Junior looking to get on the end of this. And he's picked it up out wide. Bastoni does well to get it back. Scholes looking for the run.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
Mateus conjures time and space where few can. That ball looks a good one. Messi. Can he get it through? Oh, nicely intercepted. Played back in. And here's the chance to counter. That's a good ball out wide.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Scholes. Robertson is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Goes for a shot! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Well, even for him, that may have been a touch ambitious.
And it's Robertson. Now, can they get him away? Cross from Chiesa. And it's claimed by the keeper. Vinicius Junior. Mateus. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Now he's off and running. Borussia Dortmund can breathe again, just.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there.
Tries a shot! He scores! It's level again! What a match we have!
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character. Wonderful.
Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, look at the manager here. He's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
Substitution for Borussia Dortmund. Number 10.
Both sides then taking this
Messi.
chance to turn to their
Number
benches.
7, Vinicius
This is
Junior.
quite a battle.
Coming on the
I'd
field,
happily watch this every
number
week, Peter.
11,
This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Number 69, Danielson.
Looking for options for
Substitutions
movement.
taking place.
Played out wide. Great vision. Flashes it across. Pressure stays on. It is a corner. Van Dijk getting this one clear. That has been slung wide.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter.
That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. And no surprise, that's a booking. Oh no, he's got that wrong. Pass is just off target. Played out to the left flank. Costa Curta. Sends it crossfield. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Can he get on the end of this? Chiesa in acres of space. And a shot! They've got to be quick to recover this. And that's aimed into the middle. Cleared without hesitation. Oh, easy pickings there. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Oh, well, that is not a great touch.
Pity that, because it had a decent chance of progressing.
Not the best distribution from the keeper. Well, that looks a decent ball. Decent chance! It's a pretty loose pass.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
He's picked his way through. Mateus shifted it to the flank.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Nicely shaped ball. Pass somewhat off target. Sport official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Keeper's got good distance on that. And that will be it. So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show in equal measure. Just not enough on either side to find a winner. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, a decent draw, Peter, with a good mix of action and plenty of talking points, and it ended with the right result in mind.
Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So we're up and running.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back.
Robertson gets it clear. Rijkaard calmly anticipates, threads one in, and he was quick to react. Plays a sharp little ball here. Van Basten unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
The Dutch have a great heritage of producing some of the most talented strikers, and this one has it all.
The one and only Marco van Basten.
A score of outrageous goals.
Have you played against him, Jim?
No, maybe just as well.
And the shot! Victoria! Goal! First blood drawn.
I think you have to appreciate the simplicity and efficiency of it all there, Peter. The ease at which the defence got taken out of the equation, and he was never going to miss that.
Tottenham are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Scholes did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
His teammates are really...
It's Van Basten! Could be danger here. Throw it. He's cut it out. Rijkaard goes back to front. He's going for goal! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Oh, what has happened here? Has crossed into the middle. Neymar has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Shoots! Goal! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
Terrible error, duly punished.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Keeper's got good distance on that. Robertson looking for options for movement. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Now it's Bale. He has found the way through. Van Basten is offering some sort of an apology there.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Rijkaard. Out to the right. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Beckenbauer gets across to intercept that. Bale. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And it's Bale. And the ball is out of play. Not the best distribution from the keeper. Robertson. Well, that looks a decent ball. Now he's off and running. Van Bouten cuts out the pass. Beckenbauer gets over and intercepts. Shifted it to the flank. That has ended up in no man's land. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Chiesa! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And we have our very first corner. And now a sudden chance to counter.
Teremos minuto de acréscimo.
Robertson cuts it out. Aims beyond the defence. And that'll be the final action of the first half. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, both sides would have expected a closely fought match, and that's pretty much what we've got so far. The early exchanges, I think, in this second half will be worth keeping an eye on to see if any adjustments have been made to change things.
That's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each. So once again, we're underway. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. And the pass is intercepted. And this is Van Basten. And the finish! Against the crossbar! And it's Beckham. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Scholes, pass somewhat off target. Van Basten is onto it in a flash. Scholes does really well to win the ball there. And here's Bale. Cafu makes the interception. Not the most accurate pass. Scholes is always looking to break lines. Victoria are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. Marquinhos has been booked, just to confirm, for that earlier incident. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Marquinhos promptly onto that, and that is that. Just about up to the hour now.
Espectadores.
Challenge just a bit on the firm side. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Van Basten chasing after it. Oh, that's clever. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Great vision. They're back in possession and ready to go again. He's in a great position here. De Gea claims it without any fuss. And it's come back to the keeper. Oh, that's a key interception. Knocks it into space. Oh, that's well spotted. Nicely weighted ball. Robertson kept his eye on it, and he's there. Can he finish? He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. He's missed, but not by that far. Scholes with the clearance. Crosses it into the header! Oh, crossbar!
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Now that's well seen too. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Beckenbauer spots it and intercepts. No, that's been intercepted. Scholes. Robertson. Chiesa.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement.
Real chance! Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Now it's Bale. And that's put paid to a promising move. Beckenbauer kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as...
Goes for goal! Yes, he's done it! And that has raised the roof! That is a diamond of a goal. The planning immaculate, the execution brilliant.
Oh, how does he get the ball to do that? He's on another level to most of his peers.
Having turned the game on its head, now can they hold out?
Well, the last moments now, Peter, are going to be very frantic. There's still time for a twist or two yet.
Bale.
Victoria really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Nicely worked. He's onside. Yeah, he's fouled him there.
Substituição em campo. Camisa
We have got
9.
changes here from both sides, in fact. And that is that. So the winners bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having none of that. So a dramatic game decided in its very last moments.
Well, this looked like it had a draw written all over it, Peter, so credit where...